Those are so delicious. Oh my god. Those are insane. Oh, I'm just snacking on a couple tomatoes. This is a recipe from our sister site, Basically. It is rigatoni with the easiest peasiest vodka sauce. There are very few ingredients in this dish. This particular recipe calls for only tomato paste and no canned tomatoes or whole peeled tomatoes. I did some research this morning and found out that there are 6 tomatoes in every ounce of tomato paste, which means there are 27 tomatoes in this. And we're gonna add the entire thing to the pasta. All right, first we dice an onion. This is the aromatic base of our sauce, onion and garlic. Pretty classic Italian ingredients. Also, don't be throwing out those butts. They're just as good, just chop them on up. Hold on to your butts, people. Will you guys actually hand me a bench scraper? My favorite tool.
And Molly, what do you do with a bench scraper?
You scrape up the bench. Actually, no, you don't do that.
What benches?
There's no benches here. It's used a lot in pastry, but I like to use it to scrape up all my ingredients and throw them into a bowl. And we have 4 garlic cloves that are still in their skins, and smashing them with the back of a knife to release the skins. And then I'm gonna smash them just a little bit more to break them down into smaller pieces. Smashy smash. All right, bench scrape that on in, and then we'll go over to the stove and start to build the sauce. Okie doke. So starting with a couple tablespoons of olive oil in a large pot over medium, I'm gonna add my garlic and onions. We're not looking to get much color here, just to mellow them out. So they're actually sweating, as we call it. It'll take about 5 to 7 minutes, stirring occasionally. Meantime, I have my pasta water going. I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of this hot water and add it to my cold half and half. This is going to temper the half and half and make it a little bit warmer so that when I add it to the pot, it doesn't split and become a broken sauce.
Do you know what movie's in theaters right now?
Ratatouille?
Mission Impossible.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going home.
B-cam out.
Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna season my pasta water so that it's nice and salty like the ocean before the rigatoni go in. All right, looking good in here.
You got any pasta jokes? Come on.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not really like one for corny jokes like you are.
What do Italians eat on Halloween?
Any guesses?
I'm over here.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
God damn it. Okay, so there's a little bit of browning happening on the edges of the onions, which means they've sweat out all of their liquid and they have nothing left to give right now. So we're going to add our tomato paste. The entire tube goes in. There's something very satisfying about finishing a tube of tomato paste because it rarely happens. Red chili flake as well. I'm going to cook the tomato paste for another 5 or 6 minutes until it turns a really dark rust color. The tomato paste is going to start to stick to the bottom of the pot and get really dark. That's what we're looking for. In the meantime, my water is boiling and I'm going to drop my rigatoni.
Hey, Molly.
Hey, Ben.
What is Arnold Schwarzenegger's favorite noodle?
Pasta la vista, baby.
Oh my god, you guys are so corny. The tomato paste is sticking to the bottom of the pot here, you can see. And now comes the time when we add the vodka. There we go, scraping to loosen up any of those bits and cook off the alcohol. I'm gonna take now my tempered cream and slowly stir it into a nice creamy sauce. Okay, so the cream is now all incorporated into the sauce. It's bright, rusty red color. And now we will drop our pasta right into it. It's okay if a little bit of the water from the pasta piggybacks and ends up in the sauce, because that's going to actually help loosen it up a bit. So I think it needs a little bit of extra pasta water, so I'm going to add it little by little to loosen it just enough. And then in goes half of my Parmesan cheese. So this is 4 ounces of Parm. I'm going to put 2 in. and reserve the rest for later for serving. It's all about a balance of pasta water and cheese in these final moments. And we're looking good. It's a beautiful, rich red color. All the rigatoni are perfectly coated. What a great pasta shape, the rigatoni. It's like
One of the best.
penne but better, which is why it's rigatoni alla vodka instead of penne alla vodka, as you might otherwise see. I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of extra parm and some torn basil right off the plant, because you can't get any fresher than that, and a little drizzle of olive oil, because why not? Nice, nice. There you have it. Easiest, peasiest rigatoni alla vodka. I'm making a pasta. It's a magical confluence of easy pantry ingredients that are probably already in your kitchen, so hop to it. Very good. Arrivederci.